Hey, party people. It's Lily. She's still in her car, and I don't know why we're talking about her as if she's another person, for it is me. I am here. I'm still in my car. I'm still in my vest. It's still the same day. It's about 20 minutes later. I hope you've been enjoying these Daily Boost videos. If you're loving these videos, please share them around, share them with the world, give me a like, ring that bell. Is that something they say? My little boy watches YouTube. I don't know. I don't even know what ring that bell means, but fuck it. If there's a bell, why don't you ring it? Today we are talking about forgiveness. Now, this could be a little bit stingy as well. So I did a video about taking responsibility, which was a little bit of a soul ass kick, right? This is going to be similar, but it's dosed with a lot of love. It comes to you with a lot of love and a lot of understanding. I want to talk to you about the power of forgiveness. First of all, before I tell you about the power of it, I want to explain the misconception there is around forgiveness, okay? People think forgiveness is something we do for other people. People think forgiveness is something that we do from the kindness of our heart to help somebody else feel better. If somebody has fucked you over and you go, that's okay, I forgive you, right? Then they go, oh good, oh, you forgive me, right, awesome. And we think that that's all it's about. That's not my understanding of forgiveness. That's definitely a version of it, but that's not my understanding of it. My understanding of forgiveness is it's a releasing of stuck energy. Okay, so let me explain. Think about someone who's done something to you in your life that made you feel like shit, right? I'll use an example. I had a friend in school who would decide on a whim one day that I was her best friend, and then the next day she would just decide that I wasn't her best friend anymore, right? And I mean, the girl was 8. I think, you know, I can forgive her because she was 8. But at the time, no, it was painful. It was really painful. It definitely spawned many years where I couldn't trust what anyone was showing me or what anyone was telling me, right? And forgiveness would be about me going, oh yeah, well, I forgive that girl. Obviously, as a 41-year-old woman, I now understand that at 8 years old, she didn't know any better. It wasn't malicious. It just is what it is. It's what happens. So many people go through it. I'm okay, blah, blah, blah. I can forgive it. That's an easy one, right? But here's the thing. I just mentioned that there were a number of years where, or not, maybe not even years, but a number of times where as a result of that, it affected how I felt in other situations. Can you relate to this, right? So some things happen to you. It might be that a relationship went bad, and then you find that every relationship that comes after that, you are unable to trust, and you are holding on to what happened in that relationship, right? That's just another example. The power of forgiveness, or the act of forgiveness, is nothing to do with that other person. It's absolutely nothing to do with that other person. Here's the thing, right? Let me just spin it around for a second. Let's say you're the one that did something wrong, right? Think of something you've done wrong. You've definitely done something wrong. We all have. We're human, right? Think of something you've done that made you feel terrible. And then think about, and this might have happened or it might not, but think about how you would feel or how you did feel when the person you did it to went, that's okay, I forgive you. Did that have much of an effect? You might have momentarily gone, oh, okay. But really in your gut, you're like, nah, you're still a twat. You're still a wanker because you did that, right? You get what I'm saying? The fact that person forgave you ultimately didn't matter. Until you forgave yourself, it didn't matter. So now let me spin it back around. So something has happened to you in your past. You're hanging on to it. You're saying, I can't have that relationship because that person did that to me. I can't be this kind of person because that thing happened to me because of that person or that circumstance or whatever it is, right? You are saying in that moment that you can't forgive that person, but energetically what's happening is you're gripping onto what it was that happened. You're hanging on for dear life. Now, try and get visual with me. Shut your eyes, right? If life is an expansive space that we get to fly in and soar in, right? Why the fuckity fuck would you ever want to grip onto something that grounds you? If the whole purpose of your life is to soar, and I believe that it is, if the whole purpose of your life is to fly, you have to learn to let go. And you're not letting go, you're not forgiving for any other reason than to set yourself free. Does that make sense? So for today, think about that thing that you've been hanging on to and see it as a visual thing. See it as something you're hanging on to. I'm guessing this is something you didn't like. I'm guessing this is something you didn't enjoy. So why the fuck are you hanging on to it? Let it go. Do a visual with me. Shut your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Now see yourself hanging on to whatever that thing is. It's a memory, it's a person, it's a circumstance, it's a situation, whatever it is. I've got to open my eyes to make sure that the time doesn't run out or that my camera doesn't shut off, right? But you keep your eyes shut. See that thing in front of you, that person that hurt you, that situation that went tits up, whatever it is. See yourself hanging on to it for dear life. Recognize in that moment that every second more that you stay hanging on to that, every second more that you can't let go, you are grounding yourself. And now take another deep breath in. Let it go. And see yourself let go, truly. Let go. Let go. Take your hands off of it. Take your feet off of it. Cut the ties. Cut the strings. Whatever that thing is. See your wings unfold and see yourself take flight. I'll see you for another one soon. Bye-bye.